Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse, the Joker figure from the comic Batman White Knight. This is a Joker figure in sort of police or SWAT attire. The logo on the front says GTO, that stands for Gotham Terrorist Oppression Unit. He has an alternate Jack Napier head. This is from a storyline where Batman sort of becomes the enemy and Joker becomes the good guy in sort of a reversal of sorts. Joker becomes sane due to some stuff Batman did, and he ends up working with the police department to take down Batman, declares him a terrorist, and he becomes Jack Napier, at least for a while. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. DC Multiverse, the Joker. At the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane toys. You can see the Spawn logo there, ages 12 plus. Then here he is, the Joker with an alternate Jack Napier head, very long pistol. It's got, it looks like a stand in the back and a collector's card. Can't wait to open this guy up. One side here, we've got the Joker from the Batman White Knight. On the other side, it simply says the Joker. On the bottom, there is a barcode in case that helps anybody, as well as a bunch of credits. On the back, here's a picture from the comic, and then here's a bunch of other McFarlane figures. We've got Wonder Woman, Arkham Asylum Joker, Armored Wonder Woman, Arkham Asylum Batman, and then Action Comics Superman. I got mine from Amazon.com. I pre-ordered him a while ago. They just hit. I got it 3 days before it was scheduled to arrive. That is pretty cool. I've heard some people finding these at Target, but they're street dated and you cannot purchase them yet. I find that crazy annoying when Target does stuff like that. So with no further ado, let's open them up. And I did actually get 7 of these guys. You might think to yourself, D Hunter, are you crazy? Why would you ever need 7 of these Jokers? Well, I want to put together my own Gotham Terrorist Oppression unit for my action figure world. This is going to be a SWAT-like unit that will specialize in terrorist situations. I'm going to have one of them with the Jack Napier head, and then the other 6, I'm going to find some other heads for my fodder pile and have a nice unit here. So, let's check them out. And I got this guy in a huge lot of McFarlane DC Multiverse White Knight figures I got from Amazon today. And then here's the unopened version of this guy in front of my Batman and related comics, next to all my other Batman and related unopened action figures. You can see they're next to the rest of the McFarlane Multiverse collection. And here's my entire collection of Batman White Knight comics. We've got numbers 1 through 8 and both cover variations for each issue. We've even got number 1, the special edition. And here's my entire collection of Batman Curse of the White Knight, the second White Knight miniseries. In front of you are books 1 through 8 and both cover variations of each book. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He does come with one of those really long pistols that the Joker's known for, an alternate Jack Napier head, and then he has a collector's card and a stand. But before we look at his accessories, let's go ahead and check out the actual figure. So I must say, I'm liking this Joker face for the most part. The grin is huge, very well detailed, maniacal face. I like his eyes are different color, pretty cool little detail there. Hair, a mess. I see a lot of different shades, green, black, nice little wash there. The tongue, the teeth. Lot of detail in this figure. As we go further down, he's in sort of what appears to be a SWAT vest or SWAT type outfit. The Gotham Terrorist Oppression Unit. Really looking forward to army building and making my own team. Like all the pouches there, the zipper. The detail's very nice. The badge. Really liking what I'm seeing. Little radio type thing here on the side. As we go further down, very thin legs, got a green stripe down the sides, green stripe down the middle, green gloves, double joint knees, looks like double joint elbows as well. Nice little walkie on the back attached with a wire to the top. Just a lot of detail on this guy and I'm really liking it. And for my personal interests of making extra police figures, this is even better. And then here's the figure broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. And then here are all 7 of the figures broken down as far as they can go. Now in this video, I will show you what I did with all 7 of these figures, but this video is specifically a review on the Joker. I will do a separate video to show you my entire Gotham terrorism oppression unit and my entire Gotham City police force. Next, let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. This is a typical McFarlane stand, perfect black circle, got the DC logo at the bottom, got 1 peg for the peg holes in their feet. It's really thin, really basic. I'm not much of a stand guy. This is going to end up in a huge bin of stands, never to be seen again. Now let's look at his collector's card. This is a copy of the cover of Batman White Knight number 8, as you can see down below here. And now let's check out his 2 different heads. He's got both a Jack Napier head, that's a pretty cool first time thing, as well as a Joker head. They both look pretty nice, stylized though. Here he is with his Joker head on. This is the head he came with in the package, as it's more recognizable. Here he is with his Jack Napier head. Pretty cool accessory. It matches his flesh color on his arms. A little bit pointy and stylized, but I like the fact that it looks like a regular guy, at least to a point, on a police outfit. And while we're on the subject of heads, here's this White Knight Joker's head on the Arkham Asylum Joker's body. I think it looks pretty cool, like a classic Joker. So let's tell a story here. Joker bothering Batman, terrorizing the city, and as Batman beats Joker to a bloody pulp, and the Joker knows just the right things to say to get under Batman's skin, pushing Batman to dump a whole bottle of pills in the Joker's mouth. And somehow, that leads the Joker to become sane. He reverts back to Jack Napier, and then he ends up taking a public stance against Batman. And that leads to the Gotham terrorist oppression unit targeting Batman. And slowly, the Joker will revert back to his crazy self. And eventually, he's going to become the crazy, insane Joker that we're familiar with, all the way back full circle. And I had a request from a subscriber named Seditionary to see if I could pop this Joker head onto the Toy Biz throwback retro Joker body, and it looks pretty cool. And before we get off the subject of heads, here are 6 alternate heads I swapped out on the rest of my Jokers to make my Gotham terrorism oppression unit. Loving this gang here. Now let's check out his pistol or his revolver. This thing has a crazy exaggerated barrel. The Joker has used that type of gun in many different incarnations, so very suitable gun for him. Got some black on the handle, nice little bit of sculpting detail on there, very long barrel. Here he is holding his gun. His trigger finger fits into the trigger area just fine. He can hold it straight like this. He can also hold it up next to his head. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, next let's check out the height of this guy. So from bottom to top, he's sitting at right about 6.8 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 17 centimeters. Next, let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, it can rotate from side to side, can look down about that far, up about that far. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go up quite a bit more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have a butterfly joint inside of there. You can see that black part between his shoulder and chest. It allows his shoulders to go in and out, giving him a really good range of motion there. Below that, he's got a bicep cut. Double jointed elbows, they can go in really far. He's got a little ball between his forearm and wrist here. Can rotate at the top and at the base where the wrist connects. Then it's hinged as well. And if you wanted to change where the hinge was, you could rotate the hand and then it'd be hinged differently. He's got a ball joint under here. You can't really see it. Feel like it's one here. Most of the time McFarlane toys have 2. Can't really tell with him. You can rotate him around. You can also go forward and back quite a bit there. Nice little range of motion in his torso there. Legs can go out. Fold 90 degrees, no problem. Then go forward about that far. Back, not too much there. They can rotate just a little bit at the hip. He's got double jointed knees here. And they go absolutely all the way back. He's got the similar to his wrist ball between his shin and foot and his ankle area. It can go up and down, can rotate around. And if you wanted to rock, you'd have to sort of move it so the articulation's on the side. Then you could rock to your heart's desire. He also has toe articulation on his foot. Next, let's check him out compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is with the rest of the White Knight wave. We've got Batman, Joker, and Azrael. Here he is with the rest of the Gotham terrorist oppression unit. We've got a special squad here of 7 guys. Here he is, and this is the only other Joker figure McFarlane has made so far. This is the Arkham Asylum Joker. Notice how much taller he is than this new Joker. Here he is next to the Man Who Laughs. And while this isn't technically a Joker, I believe he's actually a Bruce Wayne for a different multiverse. He's definitely a Joker-Batman hybrid. Once again, look how much shorter he is than the Man Who Laughs. Here he is next to a Detective Comics Batman from the Rebirth. This was from the first assortment of McFarlane figures. This guy here is taller than the Joker, and this, from being from the first wave, sort of set the precedent of the McFarlane scale. Technically, this Joker should be a little bit taller than Batman. Not sure how well this is going to come out, but on the bio cards that came with these figures, it says the Joker is 6'3" and Batman is 6'2". So technically, this Joker should have been a hair taller than Batman, but he's considerably shorter. Now, I'm not picky on scale. I'm totally cool with the way they look, but it is an inaccuracy on McFarlane's part. Here he is next to the entire McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. So far, we've got 20 figures in one vehicle. The next thing I'm aware of is a light blue variation of the Batman the Animated Series Batman. I've actually seen some reports of people finding them at Target. And then we've got the Dark Knight Metal Batman figures. And there's a ton of cool rumors and leaks about what's upcoming figure and vehicle wise. Cannot wait. Now let's check him out with some action figures from some different various companies to see how he fits in both scale and style wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. And I'll try to focus on Joker figures when possible. Here he is next to some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here he is with some more McFarlane toys. These are all from different video game licenses. Here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. And here he is with some NECA figures. And here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Joker figures. And next to some Mafex figures. And some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. So overall, this is a pretty good figure. He's not great though. I personally prefer my Joker in his classic purple attire. Not really my version of the Joker. It is very specific to the White Knight source material, and I actually haven't read those books. I started reading them in anticipation of getting these figures, but only about 3 books in so far. For what he is, he does look great. I will say some things that I like about him. The detail on his outfit, the sculpting is on point. His head looks great, and you could definitely use that for other Joker releases and make a really cool head swap custom. If I were to rate this guy as the Joker, probably give him a 6 out of 10. Like I said, just not really my ideal version of a Joker figure. But if I'm going to rate this figure for my personal uses, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 because I'm extremely excited and pleased to be able to have the Gotham Terrorist Oppression Unit and add to my police force. That gives this guy 2 thumbs up in my book. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.